Hello everyone, as Dave mentioned, my name's Troy and I'll be walking through just an intro to dashboards. For those that joined the user group that we held last year, I did touch on this previously then as well, just sort of brought up the concept of active planning in dashboards, and whereby you can bring the sheets into the dashboard and accompany that with graphics, able to edit your forecasts and see graphs update in real time. I'm going to take a step back from that concept today and just work through the graphics themselves and walk through how to build them from scratch and get you guys a solid base and understanding of what the graphics can show. So I might just get started. I'm going to head over to my dashboard screen over here. So from the menu, just go into dashboards. And let's get started. I want to create a new dashboard over here. Just going to call this user group for now. And let's get started. We've got a blank canvas over here. The first thing I want to do is just bring this into edit mode. I've got an edit button in the top right of my screen here. And I'm just going to work through 3 different graphics that can highlight a forecast to budget variance. So the first one we want to bring out is what's called a KPI. And from my graphics list here, it's about halfway down. I'm going to drag that out into the canvas here. So this graphic's really good for showing high level data for a single period, whether it be a month or a year or anything like that. And we're going to use an account of revenue to display that and show a forecasted budget variation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out some data and give some life to this KPI here by going into the settings on the right hand side, going into data and adding in a new account here. So if I click on add, I'm going to go into accounts, my GL, and you'll find revenue here, and it will bring some life into this KPI. So let's review the data output and get that set before we start making it look pretty. So the headline number in sort of big numbers here is what's called our reference value. So if we go to the settings of the KPI on the right, you can see reference value here, and we can just expand that to see the settings. The main thing I want to sort of point to here is just the version. It says here it's from version selector, and basically what that means is it's going to show the version that you have selected in the top right, so it gives a bit of variation to your users. If you think of a forecast, throughout the fin year, you might have up to 12 forecasts if you're doing a monthly rolling forecast. So that tends to change over the year, so you want to keep that variable for your users to be able to, once they're running the dashboard, change their version and see an updated forecast v budget. So we're going to keep that as our version selector. That's right, so it's giving us our revenue for the forecast. Second, below this 11.5 mil here, we've got some variances that it's going to use. So basically what's going to compare our reference value to what's called a comparison value. So if we collapse this reference and open up comparison on the right hand side, we've got our version here is actuals. As I touched on at the start, we're going to do a forecast v budget. So I'm going to be changing this version to our budget. I can click on that and find my budget version. It's under our current year folder here, budget v board approved. And then we've got some nice looking variances here. We've got an absolute variance and a percentage variance as well. If I want to look a bit deeper and find out how that variance is being calculated, I can go to my variance settings on the right hand side, and I will find what the expression is, and it's going to say comparison minus reference. So if we go back to what we defined our comparison and reference to be, we see it's budget minus forecast, which isn't really what we want to be doing. If particularly we're reporting on revenue, we want to be doing forecast minus budget. So to change that expression, all you need to do is click on this here and change the reference minus comparison. All that will do is just change the sign of this variance. So we're doing forecast less budget. We've got a positive difference there, and therefore that's a positive. So that's the correct signage, which is great. The last bit that I want to touch on from a output point of view is just the time property that we see at the bottom here. We see it's Feb 21 by default. If we want to change that to say the full year, for example, we're going to click on the clock button on the right hand side. That brings up our time properties, and we're going to be changing it from month to year like so, and it will bring up FY21 Now that's fixed at FY21, so that will continue to be 21 this year and next year and the years to come. If you want to change that to a relative or a moving target, you can click on this pin here. It's going to turn horizontal and it's going to change to current year, which just so happens to be FY21. The only difference is that next year it's going to pick up that at the current fin year is FY22 and so on. It will move from year to year, which is good. So saves a bit of maintenance on that end. Also, we can see just underneath that variance, we've got this nice little chart here. And so what's that referred to as is a micro chart. So if we go back to our appearance settings, we've touched on reference, we've touched on comparison, variance, and so forth. We've got micro chart as our last little feature there. I don't want to change too much here, but just be aware of two particular settings. We've got the period being the year. So we've got FY21 defined. So that means from left to right, this chart is showing the entirety of the year, FY21. The breakdown is the month. Now the breakdown is just all these particular data points in this graph here. So if I go into my KPI and hover over, I can see these data points each month. You can see that little month indicator from May to June, July, and so forth. So that's the breakdown period level there. Now, that's our output cleaned up pretty much. So it's displaying the right numbers that we want. Now we've got to do is just change a bit of the format of this KPI and make it look a bit prettier. So the first thing I want to do is just change the title. By default, it just says the name of the graphic, which will be KPI, but we can make this a bit nicer and call it revenue, for example. We've got this version header in just the middle between the title and the reference value here. It's a matter of personal preference whether you want to keep that in there. It can take up a bit of real estate in this KPI. They've already got a lot of things going on, as you may have already noticed. So you can turn it off if you want to just clean it up a little bit, and that gets rid of that sort of variance description there. What you can do instead is create a title up the top that can serve pretty much the same purpose as that version header, and set that up at the top of the KPI and pretty much serve the same purpose, except it can be related to many KPIs if you make a few of them. So we can type something like full year budget, which is pretty much what I already said before, but it sits at the top there. It's probably just a better use of your space, essentially. It's at the top there. And put that up there. The other formatting things I want to bring up as far as the KPI is concerned, you can change the color of any of these items that I touched on before by clicking on the items here, and there is a color setting down the very bottom. So by default, I've got this nice blue here, but I can change it to whatever color I want by clicking on here and picking from the shades below. That's per item pretty much. So the reference value, the variances, the charts, they can all have their own colors. I encourage you to sort of look through each of those items and change the colors as you wish. The last formatting thing is in the case of a negative value. So particularly with variances, you're going to see negative variances from time to time, and you can format that to show in brackets by clicking on the account settings over here on the right and going into negative number format, changing that to brackets instead. That's what I wanted to touch on as far as the formatting of the KPI. If you're making a series of KPIs, it's really important to make sure that the formatting for one KPI is set and you're happy with it, because then once that's good to go, you can click on these three dots at the top right and duplicate that. And all the formatting settings that you originally applied is copied across to here. And if we want to show a different account, all we need to do is literally go into the account settings, go into account here and pick something else. Let's say I want to pick the gross margin percent instead. I can go into metric and show gross margin like so. I can go into my appearance, change the title like that, and now I've got a gross margin KPI. You can see that negative variance being displayed in brackets because we already defined that formatting setting in the initial KPI, copy that across. So you're good to go. Keep a consistent look to all your KPIs. If you're going to do a series across a row in the dashboard, it's probably your best practice to set your formatting at the start, so it saves a bit of time as you copy across the rows there. So that's basically KPIs in a nutshell. I want to move on next and look at column graphs. Now, column graphs are great to show a trend over time. So in the case of the KPIs, we just show one period, but if we want to break that down into little periods, we'll be using a column graph or a line graph, doesn't matter which, but ones that have room to move across the x-axis by time. So we want to grab out our column graph from our list of graphics on the left-hand side. It's right at the very top. I'm going to drag out my column graph like that. Now I know I'm going to have months going across the x-axis. So to prepare for that, I might just stretch that out a little bit. And let's give some life to this graph by adding an account. So it's the same procedure as what we did for the KPIs. Our account settings is in this little cylinder button here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to add an account. Go into my accounts here, find GL and my revenue. Great. So that is my revenue by month across the x-axis there. So that is good to go. We're happy with that. But if we want to show a comparison against our budget, let's do that now. So what we can do is add another account. So right now I've got forecast as our revenue here. Let's add another account. It's going to be the exact same account. We're going to make one small tweak to that though. Go GL accounts, bring out revenue. We've got now essentially two of the same account. The only difference we want to make here is to go into the account settings, go into our version and select our budget instead. Now we've got two accounts, the same account, the only difference being that there is one's forecast and one's budget. So we've got our output pretty much checked off. We've got across the time here, Jan to December. By default, that's looking pretty good. That's what we want. We're going to do an FY21 sort of outlook here. So from Jan to December, if we're talking about calendar years, we've pretty much got that set. We don't really need to be doing much to that, which is great. We can confirm that by going into the time here. We don't want to change that to a relative time like we did before, because what it's going to do is going to give a rolling 12 months, which isn't really suitable for an FY21 outlook. The months within FY21 are going to stay fixed, and therefore we're going to keep this pin vertical and keep it at a defined range of Jan to December. So that's it as far as the data output is concerned. We're happy with what we're displaying. What we need to do now is just change up to that formatting and make it a bit more presentable. So very first thing we're going to do is change the title like we did before and say revenue by month. The columns here, as you can see, they're quite bunched and very similar in value. It's very hard to see differences to the naked eye as to which column is bigger than the other. So what we can do to sort of exaggerate the differences between the columns is there is a setting in the appearances called primary axis start from 0. Now we can deselect that, and what that's going to do is going to change the y-axis scaling. And what that does is it just exaggerates the differences there. So we can clearly see that revenue is sort of growing from a forecast point of view, at least growing from month to month, and the gaps between forecast and budget are a bit more apparent, which is great. So that's pretty much what we want. The second thing I want to touch on, when we look at a comparison in a given month, we've got forecast on the left, budget on the right. From my point of view, I would have liked to see budget on the left, forecast on the right. It's just, you're reading from left to right, it's just a bit easier to see my baseline and then where I am now from left to right. So we can change that order by clicking on the accounts that we've defined in our cylinder. And all we need to do is just drag this up the top there. And we're going to see a change in order. Now we've got our budget on the left, forecast on the right. It's a bit clearer in my opinion to sort of see the differences if it's from left to right like that. So that's good. The next thing I want to touch on is the legend. Now, right now we've got revenue in both sides. So on both dots, we've got mentioning a revenue, and we've got revenue in the title. There's really no need to have revenue in both of these icons here. They're the same account. So there's no need to differentiate in that regard. And we've got revenue in the title. So we want to get rid of the term revenue. And when you think about it, the only difference between the yellow and the blue is the version. One's forecast and one's budget. So that's pretty much what we want to keep in the legend. What we can do to change the legend is to go into each account and change the name. As soon as I change the name, you're going to see a change in the legend down here. So that's now budget. I can collapse that, open this up. change that to forecast, which is the main difference, the only difference between these two series basically. So that just cleans it up a little bit and makes it a bit neater, which is great. The last thing I want to do as far as the formatting of this is just to create a little bit of conditional formatting such that these blue forecast bars here, we could make it so that the bars display in green if forecast is greater than budget, which is good, and display in red if it's less than budget, which is bad. So setting up conditional formatting is handled in the appearance settings, and don't be frightened if you are hesitant to use conditional formatting in Excel. I know it can be a bit confusing to set up and a bit fiddly, but it is a lot more simplified in Adaptive in my opinion. And you'll see that as I set that up now. So in the appearance settings, got my conditional formatting here. I want to add a rule, and I'm going to give this a name, a description. I'm going to say greater than budget. I want to add in an expression, and similar to Excel, this expression is just going to be true or false. And we're going to say, okay, if forecast is greater than budget. So you recall that we named the accounts forecast and budget to get the legend to display like that. So they're the names of our series. So we're just going to call it that when we talk about the expression. When we refer to accounts, we use square brackets like so. And that is as simple as it needs to get. Forecast greater than budget. That's our expression, either going to be true or false. I then apply a color that I want to see. So if forecast is greater than budget, that's good. I want that in green. And we need to define a series to apply that formatting to. So we want to change it, or we want to apply it to the forecast, that blue bar there. If we pick forecast, click save, I'll wait for that to update. We've got a fair few greens along there, and we've got one errant blue bar there that whereby the forecast is less than the budget. So let's account for that, create a new rule, less than budget, and the same expression except forecast less than budget. Define your series with square brackets. For any more info on how to create these expressions, definitely encourage you to click on this question mark here. That will open up another HTML, which you can get some better insights on how to create expressions. This is a really simple one, but if you want to do any more complicated ones or refer to accounts that are outside of dashboards, can get a bit complex. So I would advise to look at this question mark and explore that page to get a bit of insight into how to create these expressions. Now my color is going to be a red, and I'm going to apply that to my forecast bar, click save. Great, and now we've got our conditional formatting. We can see clearly that most of the months here, the forecast is greater than budget, indicated by the green bars, and we've got one poorly performed month in May where it's less than budget. And you can see that name of the conditional formatting rule in that pop-up there, and you can see the values as well. The very last thing is just the color, the default color of either series you can change by going into the accounts. Sorry, I use accounts and series interchangeably here, but I do mean accounts. If you go into the settings here, you can see the color there. So in the case of here, if I want to use conditional formatting, I might use a real bland color as my default for the budget, something like a gray, to sort of clearly identify the greens and the reds. If I were using yellow, it's a fair bit of color all over the place. So I want to keep it bland in terms of a budget, so I can clearly identify where the greens and the reds are in that case. So, and you can do the same with the forecast as well, change the default color. And what that will do is it'll change that legend icon there. So that's my column graph. Pretty happy with how that turned out. I'm going to move on to our final graphic, and that is a waterfall chart. Seems to be everyone's sort of favorite chart. A lot of people tend to use it in Excel. It can be difficult to set up, and it might be the most complicated graph to get your heads around in Adaptive as well, just by the nature of it. But basically what a waterfall chart does is it takes an initial value, displays it on the left, and then it has a final value on the right, and it just explains the movements in between to sort of explain how you got from an initial to a final state. So we're going to try and replicate that in this chart here. We've got a waterfall chart. Let's bring it to life by adding an account, and surprise, surprise, it'll be revenue yet again. I'm going to open up GL accounts, open up revenue, and we've got some sort of opening here. I'm going to drag that out again. Okay, cool. So we've got an initial value on the left-hand side. Now, in the case of our budget v forecast sort of comparison here, we want our initial value to be budget on the left-hand side. By default, it's the forecast. So I want to change that initial value. And by doing that, I'm going to go into my appearance settings. I'm going to scroll down. I've got reference and comparison. So when I talk about an initial value that displays on the left-hand side, Adaptive refer to them as reference values. I'm going to open up reference value and I can see the version there is my version selector, which is forecast. I don't really want that. I want the budget instead. That's going to be my initial value. I'm going to go current year, board approved, budget, and then I will see my budget as my initial value. That's great. My final value on the right-hand side at the very end here is actuals, which is no good either. So I'm going to change that and go into my comparison value settings. There is a version. I'm going to change that to my forecast current. Actually, no, I'm going to change it to version selector. I know my forecast is selected at the top right, so I can go straight to here and pick version selector there. Great. So that is my initial and final values set. Budget on the left, forecast on the right, differences in the middle. The very last thing I want to touch on as far as the output is the time. Again, same as the KPI, the default was the current month. Let's change that to full year, I should say. By clicking on the clock on the right-hand side, you can see the stratum there, basically the level of detail of the time. By default, it's month. Click on that, I'll get my year, full year. I can also change out the current year as well, change to a relative term so it moves in the next year. FY21, great, that's awesome. So that is basically it as far as an output is concerned. We've got our initial, our final, and we've got some sort of breakdown there, which is great. I'm going to look at the breakdown there and go, okay, breakdown type here is metrics. And what that means is kind of breakdown by the immediate children of revenue. What I mean by that is if I go into my account settings there, breakout 4,000, I can see 4 different child accounts here: product, services, maintenance, intercompany, and therefore you've got those 4 categories there. They're my breakdown levels. So that's what it means by metrics as a breakdown type. There are different kinds of breakdown types, which I encourage you to look at as well. There's time and there's dimension as well, but for now, we'll keep it at metrics. There is a sort order as well. So right now I've got default, which basically means whatever order the accounts were defined in that hierarchy that I showed you before, that's the order. You can change this to whatever you feel. I tend to use either smallest to large, so largest negative to largest positive. That's one of them that I can use. Another one as well is if I have a lot of breakdown levels and I only want to see the highlighted ones or the key ones, let's say I have 20 cost centers that I'm going to try and break down here. I might only want to see the top 3 or 5. The rest of them have minimal movements. They're not really important to the graph. And all they do is create clutter. So what I can do there is change it to largest to smallest, absolute. So that brings up whether it's positive or negative variance. The key ones are from the left, and I can limit the amount of data points that I show. So right now, for example, services and product, they're really my main variances here. Maintenance and intercompany, they're minimal. They can be left out. I only want these top 2 here. So I could use these max data points setting here, change it to 2. So what that says is give me my top 2, which is services and product, bucket the rest in other, and then my 3 breakdown levels. So that's the breakdown from our initial value on the left, our final value on the right. There's other formatting settings that are very similar to the ones I touched on before for the other graphics, such as the title. In the case of a waterfall, it can be a bit confusing to display this graph to regular business users. So I encourage you to use a title that makes the most sense and describes the graph as best you can. So what I tend to do is something like revenue and then something like that. Sort of illustrate, I'm showing revenue and I'm walking from budget to forecast from left to right, sort of visually explains the difference there. And I may also change the scale of this y-axis to exaggerate these movements. These key variances here are still quite small relative to my graph. So what I can do, 1, I can stretch it out, but 2, I could just change that scale from starting at 0, and I can untoggle, same as what I did with the the column graph, and all of a sudden that change is quite exaggerated. That's about it as far as formatting. If you're a stickler for color coordination, I would change the greens and the reds here to match my greens and reds that are defined in the graph above. So I've got a setting here for my positive and my negative values. I can change those colors as well as I wish. And so that way it matches the greens and reds above here. So that is about it as far as the graphics in dashboards. They're the key ones that I make the most often, and it sort of gives you, hopefully, a good base, a good foundation to start making your own dashboards, and also maybe continue on from an existing dashboard suite that we have implemented for you, or yourselves as well. So hopefully a good foundation to take forward. We've covered off KPIs, we've covered off a trend graph in the form of a column, and also a waterfall chart as well. So that's about it. As Dave mentioned at the start, there will be a guide handed out or sent to you guys afterwards as well that walks through pretty much step by step what I went through today. So have a look at that, and if you have any further questions, do reach out. But thank you very much for your attention. Cheers.
Excellent, Troy. You've made that look so simple and easy to do.
It is simple.
No, that's it. Well, we've got a couple of questions. I might just get you just to pause there on that screen, actually. Just a really brief one. Just on that waterfall chart, and notice on some of the other charts as well, we've got that label of budget and forecast, like FCST in that bottom waterfall. I mean, how do you get it to that condensed version as opposed to the long drawn out name?
Yeah, it's a good question. So as Dave touched on, there's a full version name here at the top right that says forecast, spells it out. But in the case of this waterfall here, we've got forecast in quite shorthand notation there. What that is the short name of the version. So in your version settings, you'll see a field called short name. You may have wondered what the hell that's used for. That's basically it. So in the case of versions, dimensions, levels, accounts, you'll see that field called short name, and that field is used in the case of dashboards as a short version to make sure that these graphs are as sort of clutter-free as possible and make sure it doesn't take up too much real estate to describe the full name. So a really good use of that field is to make it as small as possible so that these kind of graphs here are as condensed as possible. So have a look at that in the case of versions, dimensions, GL accounts, levels, all of those you will see.
Excellent. And another quick one, just on the KPI chart at the very top. We just had a question from Andrew around like sometimes the variance option isn't available, or the micro chart option isn't available. Just where your mouse is right there, just in that layout option. If they're not available, it's a matter of just, I think, turning those options on.
Yeah, by default they'll be available. So it may be the case you accidentally played with these toggles and you can't bring it back up. But yeah, under this layout here, you've got a toggle on and off for each of those areas that we touched on. So if you want to hide the micro chart, you can do so by clicking on that, and that will get rid of it. But simply to bring it back, you're just toggling it back on like so.
Excellent. And while we're on that KPI chart, another question from Joe, just when you were pinning those time periods, how you pinned it to the current year. We have a question around, well, can you make the period prior month?
Yes, exactly. So when I set that to the current year, if we go back to my clock here, I've got my current year, but of course I can just click on backwards. So if I want, so the current year, adaptive is picked up with the current year is FY21. If you go backwards 1 year, it's going to say, okay, give me FY22 instead, and so be it. If I had my version header here, that would actually more clearly spell it out as well. You can see it says FY 2020 now instead, and down here as well. So that spells it out by clicking on backwards 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Most commonly used when we're doing a prior year variance, so a current year budget versus prior year or something like that. We often use that setting to bring it back a year.
Excellent. And just one more. From Cassandra, can you add other sort of filters to toggle by on the dashboard? So just those context filters that you can add.
Yeah, sure. So by default, you've got time, level, and currency. You can't get rid of these, but you can add to it. It's a really well hidden feature, to be honest. It takes a while to find how to add some more options up in this toolbar. They're called context filters. what you want to do is click on the perspective name. So at the very start, I named it user group. I'm going to click on user group here. That's my name there. Also in this cylinder here, I'm going to click on that and I've got context. I click on a plus and I can add things like level attributes. So I might not want to use a level hierarchy. I might want to use an alternative hierarchy that I've built via attributes. So I want to bring out a level attribute or indeed a dimension or a dimension attribute. In the case of planning data that's done by dimensions, you might want to bring out that selection instead.